Hey everybody, this is Tim Bentley and this is In the Circle with WOG. And I am especially delighted to introduce you to somebody today. Tell us your name.
Michelle,
Michelle, how are you today?
pretty good. How are you, Tim?
I'm very good. What have you been up to?
Lots and lots of trail running on my own.
Where are you running trails these days?
Mostly close to home in Tucson Mountain Park.
Gotcha. Didn't you have a goal of running all the trails in their entirety?
Yep, I did. I ran all the trails in Tucson Mountain Park.
How many miles is that? Is it 712?
No, it's nowhere near that. I did it in a couple weeks, so it wasn't very long.
Michelle, how long have you been a Wogger?
I want to say it might be 98 or 99.
How did you come across WOG in 98 or 99?
When I first came to town, I was only here in the wintertime in an RV. And so I was kind of looking for people to run with, but I think it's somewhere around there.
Where are you from, Michelle?
I grew up in Northern California.
When did you move to Tucson?
We spent a few winters here. We've been in our house 20 years now, or almost 20 years. So the first time I came to Tucson, I came here on a bicycle.
Like you rode here?
Like I was riding my bicycle across country, and I came.
When did you ride your bike across the country?
So I actually spent 3.5 years without a home or a car or anything, and I just rode my bike around the world. And so I've actually done the perimeter of the United States, and pretty much. I think the only state I'm missing is Hawaii so far. That's all I have left to ride.
Well, it's kind of hard to ride there, so
Yeah, you can fly there and do something. So I just.
What years did you ride your bike around the country?
95 through 98, and then.
So you guys spent 3 years riding around the United States?
We were out of the country too. We pretty much followed summer.
What's the one memory that you have of riding your bike around the world for those 3 years?
Oh, I don't know. There's so many. I mean,
what's your favorite?
As far as probably culture-wise, probably Thailand.
What kind of bike do you ride around the world? A 10-speed? A Schwinn? What do you have?
I rode a custom steel touring bike, but it looks like a mountain bike.
Were you a runner when you decided to ride your bike, or when did you come into running?
1980.
Tell me your running journey. Did you start running in high school or before that?
Started in junior high.
And did you run high school cross country and track?
Yes, I did.
What were your events in track?
Well, considering I went to a school that had 50 people in each class, my high school had 200 people, you run a lot of events. My events were pretty much the mile, 2 mile, and the 800. What
were your times in the 800, the mile, and the 2 mile in high school?
I think I ran like a 2:29 or something in the half, 5:26 or something like that for the mile, and 2 mile was like 11:49 or something.
What did you do after you graduated high school?
Went to college.
Where'd you go?
Sonoma State. Actually, I went to a private Bible college for a year, and after this, I played basketball for a season there.
You played college basketball? You played college basketball?
Little tiny private Christian school. So.
Can you dunk?
No. If you saw my box jumps.
So you graduated. After college, what did you do after college? Did you keep running, or did you?
I kind of ran off and on. It was always kind of the thing I always went back to, and then was going to go back to school to get my teaching credential, and I ended up going and riding my bike around the world instead. So. When did you
find that trail running was one of your passions?
That's where it kind of started for me, because we ran through under the redwood trees and stuff as a kid. That's like a lot of the places we ran. In a lot of ways, I would consider myself a pretty social runner. That's what's probably been hard during this time, is because I can't do that. And
what's your favorite race? And it could be anywhere here in Tucson or around the world. What's your favorite race?
Probably the Trinidad Clam Beach Run. But to be honest, some of my probably best running things besides races are probably just experiences I've had, like going with the girls across the Grand Canyon, and those are probably, in some ways, probably right up there a little bit higher even than races.
Tell me your best race.
Well, I guess if I had to say all my training and everything came together, it'd probably be my first and only 100-mile race I've ever run in my life. So I'd probably say the Flagstaff to the Grand Canyon Stagecoach Line 100-miler.
How did you do in that race?
I was second overall, and I was the first woman.
How long does it take to run 100 miles?
I ran it in just over 19 hours and 8 minutes.
At altitude? Michelle, that is so good. That is, wow.
I'll give some props to a couple other Woggers for that. A few of them. Chris paced me for part of it, but Steve-O, Craig Dabler, and Joe P. and Chris were all up there as sort of, some of them were running it or helping other people, but in the end, they were all there.
I always feel like I want to go run an ultra after I help at one of those things. And then after a few days, that feeling goes away and I feel much better about myself. What was your very first concert?
It was probably Reggae on the River. We used to have this big, like my parents are back to the land hippies, and we lived in this place where they have like a lot of these open air concerts, and you know, half the people ran around naked and that kind of stuff. So,
What's your favorite place you've ever run?
it's probably either got to be the Grand Canyon or some of up in the Sierras that I spent the last 2 summers. But hey, there you go. I've had dinner. I sat next to Nev at dinner.
Well, duh, come on.
And I've had Dina yell out the window at me, "Hey, Michelle," when I was out on a run.
That is cool. What do you want to say to your WOG friends during this time right now?
Hang in there, and I can't wait till we all get back together.
Exactly. I think that is the most common thing is we miss our community, we miss our friends.
But I also think we need to be safe about it, you know, be smart about it. So
I will say this to you, Michelle. I miss you. I miss seeing your face. I miss seeing you in person. I miss your attitude and getting everybody excited about running. And I can't wait. And I know I speak for all of our WOG friends that we can't wait to see you on the road. So thanks for being in the circle with us and sharing your journey with us about running and riding the bikes around the world. That's cool. We'll see you on the road soon, okay?
okay, take care. Thanks, Tim.